We all know that eating fruits and vegetables is the way to go. It lowers blood pressure, it prevents cancer, reduces oxidation, inflammation, and much, much more. Fruits and vegetables are healthy, there's no doubt about that. But what most people don't know is that some fruits have their contraindications. Believe it or not, there's one fruit called star fruit that can actually ruin your kidney function if you're not careful. And others may even not be healthy during diabetes as we think they could be. So in today's video, I'll reveal 6 top unhealthy fruits you should be avoiding to control your sugar, your diabetes, and any type of glucose control. Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of drlandivar.com. In this channel, as a conventional doctor, to my patients through natural medicine before recurring to the use of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and press that bell down below to see notifications and be the first one to watch a new video. If you need to line up quality supplements for your disease, visit drlandivar.com and stay till the end of this video when I'm going to share extra tips and video links related to this topic. Going natural and organic is definitely the best way to go. The only problem is that we need to understand that every fruit and every vegetable, or home remedy if you want, has healing properties but also contraindications. In other words, we need to know when we can or we cannot use them appropriately. Take red grapes for example. They're fabulous for their cardioprotective effects, but will throw you off the cliff if you have diabetes. So in today's video, I'll reveal 6 top unhealthy fruits you should be avoiding for sugar control and diabetes so you can control any type of glucose problem. Number 1, bananas. If you're having trouble with blood sugar control, which by the way nowadays is not rare to see, being aware of the amount and the type of carbs you're eating in your diet is very, very important. Carbs are the ones responsible for raising your blood sugar a lot more than you think. And it's for this reason that avoiding or minimizing foods that cause blood sugar spikes is very essential. Bananas, for example, despite being a healthy fruit, is pretty high in both carbs and sugar, 2 main nutrients that raise blood sugar levels. And to be honest, believe it or not, the first time I heard that bananas were high in sugar, I was shocked. It doesn't really seem to be that way, and this is actually because it contains lots of fiber. They're fluffy, and sometimes it doesn't really make sense that they should contain lots of sugar per se. Bananas are indeed a fruit that you should be avoiding if you have sugar problems, and one that cannot be ignored or abused if you want to stay entirely healthy. Keeping blood sugar in check is always a good idea, even if you think you might not be suffering from sugar control. If you need something effective you can use to improve your blood sugar levels and your control, your metabolic rate, etc., look for Metaglucose and Appleizer from Fineland at drlandivar.com. Number 2, dried fruits in general. There's no doubt that fruit is healthy. There's a great source of several important vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C and potassium, in every fruit. The best part is that dried fruits contain a higher concentration of these nutrients in a very low content. And this is good, there's no doubt about that, but there are things that you might not know that may change your perspective. You see, the only problem is that their natural sugars are also very concentrated. Let's take raisins for example. Raisins, for example, contain more than 4 times as many carbs as grapes do. Raisins contain 4 times as many carbs as grapes do. And obviously other dried fruits are the same way. This becomes a problem if you have diabetes, for example, or you suffer from sugar control. Now in this case, sticking to fresh fruit is always best. Even better if they're in low sugar content. So for example, fresh berries, a small green apple maybe, something like, usually berries contain a lot less sugar than other fruits. Very important, by the way. Number 3, grapes. Grapes are delicious and very popular. In fact, they're one of the most popular fruits you can buy almost anywhere in the world. Now, one of the reasons why they're so popular might be due to the fact that they're also extremely sweet. This is practically the sweetest fruit you can have or you can find. If you don't believe me, look at raisins, for example. Raisins are basically dried up grapes with incredible amounts of sugar. Definitely not a good idea if you want to stay clear of high blood sugar in your body. Now, what I suggest you do instead is consume red wine, for example. A beverage that in moderate doses can actually help improve health and control blood glucose levels a lot better. What you can do is include just a glass of red wine every single day before a meal. Excellent. If you need something specific that contains resveratrol, which is a substance extracted from grapes that has the power to protect and preserve your circulatory health, look for On Cardio and Heart Excel from Finland at drlandivar.com. Number 4, pineapples. Pineapples shine for two very important things. One is the fact that this fruit contains enzymes that makes digestion much more effective in anyone who needs it. The other one is that they have an excellent vitamin C content for just about anything in the human body. It also contains calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, vitamin A, folate, and even many antioxidants that help boost your overall health. Now, the only downside to pineapples is that they are very high in sugar content. It's actually not a fruit that I would consider eating all the time because it can raise my sugar and keep me out of balance. I mean, you can have a little, obviously, but not too much. It's not a good idea. Now, if you're introducing pineapples into your diet for the first time since your diagnosis of diabetes or high sugar in your body, what I suggest you do is add maybe a little bit of cinnamon to it or extra vitamin C to your diet. That way you can balance out the effect of pineapple. Vitamin C will eliminate oxidation and lower your chances of suffering from diabetes complications in the future, which is very, very important. If you need something effective that contains the best source of vitamin C found in nature, look for Ultra C1000 from Finland at drlandivar.com. Number 5, watermelons. Here's why diabetes should stay away from watermelons. When it comes to watermelons for diabetes, experts say that patients who keep an eye on their glycemic index of this fruit should be very careful. For those of you who don't know this, it has a glycemic index of 72 in every 100 grams of serving. Just so you know, those with diabetes should actually be thinking twice about consuming such a high glycemic index in any food that has more than 70. Not such a good idea if you want to keep your sugar under control. Watermelon is great for many things. It's a diuretic, it has high fiber content, it helps with digestion, but not with diabetes. Now, what I suggest you do instead is start consuming pumpkins. Pumpkin flesh is known to decrease insulin resistance and improve sugar control. If you need something that can help you stay free of sugar spikes and keep sugar within a healthy range, look for Neuromatrix from Finland at drlandivar.com. Number 6, mangoes. My personal favorite fruit. Mangoes are simply delicious, especially if you know where to get them. Brazilian mangoes are spectacular. They're great for pancreatic health, vitamin C as a vitamin C source, for eyesight, you name it. The only downside to mangoes are their sugar content. Over 90% of the calories in a mango comes from sugar, which is obviously why it may contribute to the increase of blood sugar in people with diabetes. So it's not a good idea. Sometimes even one serving might be enough to tip the scale, and definitely not something or not a good idea you should be consuming all the time to keep your sugar well balanced. So sorry to blow it for you. And help out the channel by giving this a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you have any questions, leave your comments down below. I'll be happy to assist you. If you need quality supplements for your disease or line on appointment, visit Landivar.com and check out these other videos to help you with information that might prevent a serious health condition in the future. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you soon.